Hello, everyone. Okay, so let's begin our today's topic that is quit India and later. Okay, so basically, you must be thinking that these videos, the videos of this chapter are very long because this chapter plays a very crucial role in your class 8 history and it is a very important chapter. You will also learn about you have heard this about from the childhood. Okay, but now it's time to know it in the depth. Okay, that is why this chapter is long and contains a lot of informative thing because this chapter also covers a long duration history time period that is from 1870s to 1947 till the independence, and it is main modern history, basic modern history. Okay, so whatever it is, we have to complete this chapter with whole full attention, and also in a very interesting way you are going to learn it over historia. Okay, so let's begin it. First of all, let us revise the previous video. What was in the previous video? In the previous video, I told you about the Dandi March. So basically, around 1930 to 1940 time period, between this time period, in the mid, Dandi March happened. Why Dandi March? Because actually Mahatma Gandhi demanded some 11 laws. Okay, I haven't told you this about some 11 laws he demanded 11 laws from Britishers, but British officials did not took any step towards this 11 laws or 11 demands, but he did not. So Mahatma Gandhi thought that now his time to do it. Okay, now it's time to Purn Swaraj and he has to fight for it according to the previous video, right? So for that he began the Dandi March. I have explained you about the Dandi March in the last video. And after that, what happened? After that, when Dandi March ended, when Dandi March ended and Salt law was broken, Mahatma Gandhi and a lot of peasants and a lot of things. Peasants were from some different parts of the country were also becoming the part of this movement because it is simple civil disobedience movement, part of the civil disobedience movement, because they were also breaking laws, they were also not following any laws and making making their own rules regulations, not following Britishers. So this is how it happened, and Britishers tried to suppress this in a very brutal ways, as they always do. After these all struggles, our country got Government of India Act of 1935. Okay, in this act, a lot of benefits were for a lot of things were in favor of Indians, and a lot of things were not in favor of Indians as well. But still, Congress leaders were happy that they got to participate in elections, and they were happy for that. Then, after the 2 years, mean around 1939, the Second World War broke out, and Britishers wanted Indians to be a part of that, but Congress leaders also said that they will support them, but only in one condition: if after this World War they will bring India freedom. So Britishers denied. So that topic ended till how Britishers denied. And now let's get to the next topic, that is quit India and later. So basically what happened, that when this happened, that Britishers denied, Congress leaders re-signed in the protest. Means they became the part of protest again. And after that, when they became the part of the protest, they were again doing disobedience, following the civil disobedience movement. But in the mid of the World War, means around 1942 or 1943, between this time period, Mahatma Gandhi thought that what we should do. He said that he decided to initiate a new phase of this movement, basically from the new energy, from the new some strategies. So he started to became began a new phase of this movement against Britishers. And what he said, that this movement is quit India movement, and he said that Britishers need to quit India immediately. And he also told to the people, means to the Indians, that either you do or you die. Simple, do or die. Okay, why this do or die? Either they do something for their nation or they die for their nation. Okay, if they can fight, but they have to fight non-violently. He also mentioned that either you do something for nation for non-violence, and either you die without any violence. Okay, so Mahatma Gandhi simply wanted this to be done. Then, after, it specially attracted peasants and a lot of people in the community in the India, that a lot of people being the part of this movement and doing stuff, going against Britishers' laws and following no restrictions, no rules from Britishers' side. So, government and a lot of people in India also made their own governments, set up their own governments in particular areas, in small, small areas. So, the first response of Britishers was what? First response was this basically. Actually, the first response was he suppressed the revolt. He tried his full efforts to suppress the revolt. Suppress was the first. Then, second of him arrest was to arrest a lot of people, and Britishers arrested around 90,000 people. Okay, they arrested 90,000 people. Then the third is that they arrested, and some of were also killed in the direct shoot in the police firing. So they also killed a lot of people. This was the third way of their to suppress this revolt, to in a response. This was their third way, and 1,000 people were killed in this. Okay, so first was suppressed, second was arrest, and third was killed. So this is how they tried to suppress this revolt. But in many areas, what also happened, in some areas people were killed because of police firing. In some areas, machine gun crowds. On your screen, you must be seeing some, kind of any video game interface. But basically, this is how machine guns used to, and they used to gun fire people from the sky. So this is how machine gun crowds. They also machine gun the crowds in India. Britishers also did that with Indians. Okay, and another image I have, this is the real image. It is in black and white, but you must be able to understand that this is the person who is sitting in the airplane, and here is the gun. You can see this is the gun from the second fire. So this is how Britishers suppressed the revolt, and finally, when it all happened, it bring the Raj to its knees. Raj to its knees means it brought the government, the British government, to its knees, means to they finally got defeated from Indians. Okay, so that was it in this paragraph. I hope you liked it. If you have any kind of question or doubt, or if you didn't understand it well, please mention in the comment section. I'll definitely answer your any doubt, your any suggestion. And thank you for watching. And also, if you like it, just like it. Bye.